Hello everybody, today we're going to unbox, take a close-up look and test the Gosund T10 Tactical Torch. So let's first take a look around the outside of the box. So this is a hard green plastic case in which the Gosund Tactical Torch comes in. Nice and solid without being too heavy. And now let's go ahead and open up the box. But of course, flipping up the tabs or locks around it, and then flipping up the box case. So now you have a good look at the inside of the hard green case of the Gosund T10 Tactical Torch. And now setting it down, I'm just going to move my hands out of the way so you have a nice, clear, unobstructed view. And let's start removing the contents from it. Okay, and you can see that the box is lined with foam just to protect the contents from shifting and giving it that extra padding as well from any damage. Okay, so that's the box. And set it down to one side. And then let's just put the contents across the tabletop right here. So you have a nice clear view of the items that we've just removed from the Gosund T10 Tactical Torch green plastic case. Okay, let's start off by taking a look at the smallest items. So there appears to be a battery here, so it should be an 18650 lithium ion battery. Interestingly, it comes in this clear plastic sleeve, perhaps for transportation purposes, once again, to protect it from any damage. Now, having a good close-up look at the 18650 lithium ion battery, they normally have a voltage of 3.7 volts. If I'm not mistaken. So here is the 18650 battery. You can see it does almost look like an AA battery or double A battery, but it is slightly larger in size, just to show you right there. And most high-powered LED torches run or operate on these 18650 batteries. Okay, just going to set it down now next to its clear plastic sleeve and moving on to the next item. So it appears to be another 18650 battery. Let's get the camcorder's autofocus to come back on right there. Okay, so just another 18650 battery. So it's always good to see when it comes supplied with two of these, because you'll never be out of operation if you're only having a single battery. With two batteries, you'll be just fine and always have one in hand to use. Okay, and now moving on to the next item. It appears to be the battery charger for the 18650 lithium ion battery. As you can see, the details on the base or back or rear of the unit. Okay, so the technical details are there. And of course, it is a single battery charger, as they usually come shipped with, if they do include a battery charger at all. So it's nice to see that this whole torch unit does come fully accessorized, so you're always prepared in any eventuality. So even with the spare battery as well. So just to show you, fitting the battery in, it does have the instructions there with a diagram into the orientation of the battery. So simply with that, and you can even see that green status indicator light right there, lit up, and there we go. So nice good look so far of the battery unit, as well as the batteries. Okay, so pretty light in weight and pretty compact as well for a single unit charger right there for the 18650 batteries. Okay, setting that down, let's shift it to the right side of the screen or frame. And then now we can take a close-up look at the Gosund T10 Tactical Torch itself. You can see it does come with a fabric holder with a belt loop on it as well, so you can always strap your belt right through there. So it comes in this nice rugged fabric case. Should be a nylon case if I'm not mistaken. And size wise, just giving you some idea once again to the size of the torch in its case, right there, resting in the palm of my hand. So it is a reasonably sized unit, being a pocket size torch, as you can see. And now we're gonna open up the case by, of course, flipping open the flap right here. And you can see it does have hook and loop of Velcro for fastening the flat cover down. And now I'm just going to pop the torch out from its holder. So there we go. And straight away I can feel the coldness of the torch. And of course, just giving you another look at the case as well, right there. Very light in weight, as you can see. Very utilitarian, only has the necessary parts required to hold the torch in place, and of course, being made out of nylon, it is going to be very strong and waterproof as well. Okay, now setting that down somewhere in the frame, let's do a bit of shifting around. Always a bit of a juggling act when there is such limited desk or table space. And now we have a good look. Let me shift those batteries across as well. Okay, so now nice good look, and then of course battery charger. Shift it up there perhaps, so that we have a nice clear view now of the torch, the Gosund T10 Tactical Torch. So I believe it uses a Cree XM-L2 LED as indicated on the body or post or handle of the torch. So initial impressions, very light in weight, of course being made out of aluminium and anodized in black. And overall nice finish, as you can see. Nice consistent knurling around. With a somewhat satin finished black texture. And it's nice to see for a change as well, there is a green button. It's usually a black silicone button, but this time around we see a nice, very fluorescent green one. Perhaps not the best for night conditions and where you need to be completely stealthy and hidden, but nonetheless a nice cool accent design feature with that fluorescent green button, as you can see right there. So nice good look, giving you that close-up look once again. And to the front as well of the lens. You can see the Cree XM-L2 LED there, a very super bright LED unit. So you can see a very nice finish all around, so precise in the machining of the entire torch. It's nice to see how the light plays against the satin finish as well. And you can see there is a carry strap or wrist strap already affixed to the torch, so you're always ready to go straight from the get-go. Okay, so once again, nice good look. Of course, you can see that it does retract and extend to adjust the focus or the spread of the LED light. So variable projection there as I slide in and slide out. Or extend and retract the torch. So nice smooth action and very precise sounding, as you can hear. Of the Gosund T10 Tactical Torch. And you can see the convex of that lens there, providing plenty of spread and of course projection as well, with the extendable or retractable body. Okay, and just going to click off that button as well so you can hear what it sounds like and the response and precision of those button clicks to turn on and turn off the torch. So that's the torch fully retracted and then fully extended. Now let's go ahead and of course unscrew the rear of the unit to once again show you the detail. It's nice to see that it does come with a cage with 3 AAA batteries, so it is adaptable to be used with 3 AAA batteries. Nice to see that adaptability, so I'm quite impressed with this torch so far, giving you all the necessary accessories to get up and running in no time at all. As you can see, this cage does have gold plated or copper finishing as well. It's nice to see those little details that goes just that extra bit further in terms of quality in the overall design as well consideration of the product. Okay, so you can use 3 AAA batteries instead of the 2 or single 18650 lithium ion batteries that come with the torch anyway. So it's giving you some options there and alternatives on how you want to power the torch. Okay, so setting that down, let's pop in an 18650 battery, but I'm just going to show you inside the body or shaft of the torch as well, just giving you once again those close-up details to the finishing. So there is a rubber ring, it appears, may not be silicone, feels a little bit more like rubber around the neck of the ring there. And now let's pop the battery in, so making sure that we are in the right orientation. So let's put the positive terminal inside, and of course popping. There you can see the light coming out straight away. You see the button is on the on position, so let's switch it off and screw it back in. And now you can see just how bright that light is clicking it on. Okay, so it is a very bright torch, as you can see. nice and bright, and turning it off. So I'm just going to set it down once again just to show you what we've just removed from the entire packaging. Obviously, one of the 18650 batteries are already inside the torch. For those of you just joining us midway. Okay, and now let's go ahead and turn it back on to show you just how bright that light is. So very, very bright indeed, with a nice sharp projection or beam. Actually, flood would be the correct word for it. And there, with the light or torch fully extended, you can see it does provide a more focus flood there, or spotlighting. And just pulling it back right there. So it does have this variable adjustment when it comes to the spread or flood of the LED torch right here. So very simple and no troubles there. It doesn't lose its positioning even with a somewhat vigorous shake. So right there, nice and adjustable. So I'm just going to move the contents around once again slightly so you can have a better view of that flood right there. Slowly pulling it back so you can see what we're dealing with in terms of the flood and brightness of the torch. So wide and focus, or narrow, wide and focused, and you can have it in between because it's completely stepless with that smooth movement right there. You can see right there, don't have to be at extreme ends, you can be anywhere in between the narrow and wide flood of the LED torch's light. And of course, just going to show you as well, let's see if there are other features. So there is a strobe as well, so just quickly double tapping on that button at the back, fast strobe, low strobe, or SOS right there. So those are just light taps without going through the full button press. Okay, a full button press will turn it on or off, and then just half presses will give it the other in-between features with the fast strobe, as you can see right there, and SOS. And then the next press should bring it back to normal full operation right there. Okay, so just cycling through, as you can see as I tap away on the luminescent green button on the rear of the Gosund T10 Tactical Torch. We're cycling through different levels of LED lighting. So there is the SOS, and then there appears to be 3 levels of brightness as well, along with the strobe. So high, medium, oops, let's try that again. High, medium, low, strobe, and then SOS. So I'll show you that once again. High, medium, low, strobe, and then SOS by doing the half presses on the power button on the rear of the torch, and a full press of course turns it off. And let's press again. So it doesn't have a memory feature of returning to the last mode used, but that's just fine anyway. Okay, and let's do it with the light or torch fully extended with the narrow or focus projection. So we have medium, low, strobe, and SOS. So once again, high, medium, low, strobe, and SOS. And then we can turn it off or on by fully pressing the button right there. So now I'm just going to show you pointing against the wall in front of us. So it's about a couple of meters away. And let's see if we can get this going. So now with the very focused beam, you can see a square beam right there. And then moving through to medium brightness. Very cool to see that square. Very unusual to see, but very cool at the same time. And then low. And then now it will be, the next mode we'll see will be the strobe right there, followed by the SOS right now. And then back to bright again. So that is bright or high. This is medium. This is low. Strobe. SOS. And then turning it off right there. So let's turn it back on again. This is high, medium, low, strobe, SOS, and back to high again. And let's adjust the focus right here. So you can see just how wide that spread is. It's way beyond what the frame is capturing. So that's about being 2 meters away from the wall where the point of the front of the torch is. That spread is, I would say, about 2 to 2.5 meters wide from where we are. Like I said, from where the front or where the torch is, about 2 meters away from the wall that's in front of us. So you can see that spread right there, fully spread, and fully focused right there. And let's play around with the strobe so you can see what we're dealing with as we zoom in or zoom out and zoom in. So pretty cool to see it working. And then of course in intermediate positions right there with the SOS, high brightness, medium brightness, low brightness, back to strobe, and then SOS. Okay, so another way to show you the full width of the torch is if I get it fully open or pulled back, sorry, I beg your pardon, so you can see the torch is fully retracted and fully extended. Okay, so fully retracted. I'm just going to sweep across the wall so you have some sense of the width or diameter of that flood right there. So it's about, as I said, 2 to 2.5 meters wide and being 2 meters away from the wall in front of which the light is shining against. Okay, so moving up and down as well, just so you can see a nice circular beam. And fairly bright indeed. And of course I have 3 lights, a pendant ceiling light along with 2 studio lights next to me as well. And yet this light is providing a good level of illumination. And if we retract it, or I beg your pardon, extend it to give it a focused beam right there, or focused flood. And now slowly pulling back to retract provides that maximum flood as well. So you can see, very simple to operate with a good level of brightness. It's nice to see that square light as well. Very, very unusual. but very cool. So nice good look at the Gosund T10 Tactical Torch with a very bright and variable LED flood and equipped with the XM-L2 LED unit from Cree. So that's the Gosund T10 Tactical Torch. Thanks for watching and happy shining!